Sent by Caroline Hayes, 31 Ohio, USA. High school English teacher. Hi. My name's Caroline Hayes. I've been teaching English at a public high school in Ohio for almost 9 years now. I live alone, no kids, just a cat and my lesson plans. I never believed in ghosts or anything supernatural until last semester. It started after winter break. We had a new transfer student, Mason, quiet kid, always wore a black hoodie. He sat in the last row and never spoke. One day during roll call, I called his name, and the classroom went silent. One of the girls whispered, "Miss Hayes, Mason's dead. He died last year." I thought they were joking, so I laughed it off. But that night, while grading papers at home, I found one essay without a name, just the title, "The Room Behind the Blackboard." It described a hidden room in our classroom, where someone was trapped, watching us through cracks in the wall. The writing style was exactly like Mason's from last year's assignments, but I didn't have his old files anymore. They'd been deleted after his incident. Next day, I checked behind the blackboard. The wall had faint scratch marks, and inside one of the cracks, I found a folded photo, our class photo from last year. Mason was standing at the edge, smiling, only I never remembered taking that version. The janitor later told me something that still keeps me up. He said that when they renovated that classroom in 2003, they sealed off a small storage room behind the wall because a student had gone missing there. His name? Mason. Now every time I erase the board, I hear faint scratching sounds, like someone writing from the other side. Sent by Daniel Ruiz, 27, El Paso, Texas. Night shift security guard. Hey everyone. I work as a night shift security guard for a storage warehouse off Highway 10. It's boring, mostly cameras and empty hallways, just me and my thermos of coffee. I used to think the worst part of this job was staying awake. Now I know it's what you hear when everyone else is asleep. A few weeks ago, around 2:30 a.m., the motion sensor in storage bay 9 went off. That's the section we sealed last year after a worker fell through the elevator shaft. Still, protocol says I have to check it out. When I got there, the steel door was half open, even though it's padlocked. Inside, the air was cold and wet. The lights flickered and I heard humming, like someone singing softly. The voice sounded like a woman. I called out, "Security, anyone there?" No answer, just that humming. When I shined my flashlight toward the back, I saw a figure standing near the elevator, head tilted, hair covering her face. She was humming a lullaby. I froze. My flashlight flickered and she was gone, but my radio started buzzing with static and a faint voice whispering, "He never left the shaft." Next day, I checked the security feed. The camera from Bay 9 showed me walking in, but not alone. A figure followed right behind me, black and thin, moving slower than I did. When I asked my boss about the worker who died, he said it wasn't one, it was two. The other one was never found. Sometimes at night when the alarms go off, I don't check anymore, I just whisper, "Stay down there." Sent by Marcus Reed, 34, Los Angeles, California, Uber driver. I drive Uber full-time, mostly night shifts because the pay's better and traffic's lighter. I've seen drunk passengers, weird ones, rude ones, but never something like this. It was last Friday, around 1:45 a.m. I got a ping from a pickup near Laurel Canyon. No profile picture, just a name, Evelyn, 5-star passenger, over 200 rides. When I pulled up, a woman in a white coat got in the back seat. She didn't say a word, just smiled through the rearview mirror and said, "Cold night, isn't it?" She wanted to go to Rose Hill Cemetery. I thought maybe she worked there or was visiting someone's grave for some reason. Halfway through the drive, I noticed the temperature drop inside the car. My breath started fogging up. Then she asked, "Do you believe in second chances?" When I turned to look at her, the seat was empty. The car still showed her ride in progress. The map said, arriving at destination. When I reached the cemetery gates, her trip automatically ended. 5-star rating from her. But here's where it got weird. The next morning, I checked my dashboard. That trip never existed. No record. No payment. I looked up her name. Evelyn Moore died in 2018. Car accident on Laurel Canyon Road. The same location where I picked her up. That night, my car's GPS kept rerouting me there, over and over, even now. When I pass that road, the app automatically says, Evelyn has requested a ride. If you've ever experienced something strange, something you can't forget, send your story to the Starlit Story, scape65@gmail.com, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that sound true. You've been listening to Starlit Horrors. Good night.